Hey, my name is Deathtrap, and welcome to another Road to Gold, the series where I try to outline the most efficient and painless methods to get various weapons gold in Call of Duty Vanguard. Today we're going beyond the base weapons that the game offered, and are extending it out to the first weapon to unlock in Season 2's update. Thanks for joining as I go over the KG M40. Now based on what I've found so far, it looks like it's another newcomer to the series. Maybe it's because of the magazine placement and the longer barrels, but it kinda reminds me a bit of the M1941 and the FG42 from Call of Duty World War II. Now to get this weapon, you'll need to get to level 15 in Season 2's Battle Pass. And once Season 2 has expired, there will be a secondary way of receiving the weapon, usually in an objective to the form of getting a specified number of kills in a certain way an X number of times. Now they're usually tailored to the class they're in, so I'm sure it'll involve assault rifles in some fashion. Displayed here is an objective example for the katana that is unlocked in a somewhat similar scenario. Now the bad thing with this weapon is that the most commonly used sights in the Mercury Suppressor, which is a personal favorite of mine, is not available until the low 30s to low 40s. Call me what you will, but I think this was done on purpose. But the good news is that the 2.5x Slate Hybrid is perfectly usable until your preferred sight's unlocked. It does have a slower ADS speed as a slight drawback, adding to its already poor handling stats, but it works surprisingly well, even in hardcore modes, which honestly surprised the hell out of me. Also, just a quick note, unfortunately after unlocking the Mercury Suppressor, I found out it doesn't even suppress the gunfire, and the same goes for the MX silencer as well. Crazy, right? It threw me for a loop when I first heard it too. I'm not sure if you still come up on the radar when firing while spy planes are out, but I assume that's the case, so hopefully Sledgehammer resolves this bug quite quickly. Beyond that, I personally love the weapon, as I generally play hardcore where this does very well in its base form, and pretty much one-shots everything in close to medium range engagements, though you may need that second shot at longer ranges. But I can't say the same initially on core. It's a 4 to 5 shot kill depending on range in the core modes, with only a 25 round mag to boot, and doesn't have the fastest fire rate, so that time to kill is pretty damn high. You can drop that kill potential down a shot in each of the ranges if you land at least a headshot, so it may be worth it to aim a little higher than you normally would when starting out with this weapon level grind. However, if you're struggling too much, definitely consider using this in hardcore for a bit where, for me anyway, it worked extremely well. Speaking of that level grind, definitely switch to Anna, the new featured operator, if you purchase Season 2's Battle Pass, as this is her favorite weapon, which gives you a weapon level XP bonus for using the pair. I also like to use Surplus as a weapon kit perk, which actually unlocks really early for this gun. This 3-part combo does just absolute wonders for leveling up the gun fast. Once you've got a little time in with it and have leveled it up quite a bit, two attachments that should help significantly, especially in core, are the Reisdorf 720mm shrouded barrel, which greatly improves accuracy, and a 30-06 50-round drum, which doubles the magazine size, greatly increases the damage, and maximum damage range as well. I personally like the Cross-Nick 700mm 01V barrel, and the 8mm Clouser 50-round mags for the hardcore side of things. They seem as proportionally effective damage and accuracy wise, while improved upon a bit in the handling speed department that you need in hardcore. Getting into the camo challenges, this part will be quite light, as the last 3 attachment challenges are all duplicate kill actions, and the respective challenges unlocked in the prior levels will automatically complete if you hadn't yet completed them. I like that you don't have to go out of your way too much, and that half of the camo challenges will unlock naturally, yet it pushes a good portion of the grind in my opinion to after weapon level 60 plus, as 2 out of the 3 remaining categories have some of the grindiest kill actions, in this case headshots and long shots, and that I am definitely not a fan of, especially when it's long shots at level 70, which is just completely unnecessary. Anyways, definitely don't feel the need to go for those 2 or close range kills immediately, as there will be an extra set waiting later on. In total, the camo challenges that will unlock naturally and get in this weapon gold is 5, them being the 400 kills for pack tactics, 100 headshots for surgical, the 50 multi-kills for predatory ambition, the 100 long shots for deadeye, and the 100 close range kills for berserker. To those math scholars out there, that leaves us with just 5 left to get to the prize. This starts out at level 20, with Reptilian requiring you to get 5 kills without dying 30 times. I personally didn't have any issue with this in hardcore, especially since you can switch the pace into tactical when playing Ship House, which just makes it breeze by. Now core might be another story, because the good attachments won't have unlocked yet, so you'll be at a disadvantage for quite a bit. If you really want to get this done right away, I tough it out in hardcore small maps if I were you. Otherwise, just wait a bit until the higher accuracy barrel and the higher damage mags I mentioned earlier unlocks, as this can be one of the harder challenges for guns sometimes, and might be one of the ones that a lot of people finish last. As always, I will show my level 70 builds that I use for streaking kills, if you should need them. Skipping by the next couple of challenges that you'll complete naturally, at level 50 unlocks Wildcat, which has you get 250 eliminations with 10 attachments equipped. I was hard pressed to not add this to the challenges you'd complete naturally, as it's right on that cusp, as 95% of the guns at that level, you'll most likely have an attachment on in each slot. However, there are some weapons that I didn't use all 10, and maybe this is yours, so just remember to throw on 10 attachments on at some point after unlocking this challenge, and you'll complete it in no time. Core players, I'm going to level with you. You're probably not going to like this advice. The attachment challenges come in at level 60, 65, and 70, and I'm recommending every one of them to be done in hardcore. The higher damage magazines are taken away for 2 of these challenges, and the one that does allow it is for long shots, which I never recommend to do in core, as it's simply too much of a pain in the ass. So unless you like chipping away at challenges and dying a ton, tough these out in hardcore playlists. If you're comfortable enough, use blitz pacing, as it will have many more kill opportunities. Otherwise, stick to tactical. I legitimately think it's the better option when trying to put personal bias aside. Starting these off at level 60 is survivalist, requiring 100 headshots with the 8mm Clouser 20 round mags, VDD 24SZ adjustable stock, and the discard proficiency equipped. The vital damage is 45, so it should be a one-shot headshot at all ranges. Even though I hate grinding the second set of headshots since you're bound to complete the first set well prior, this one actually just flew by. Playing Ship House and simply aiming a bit higher than normal worked absolute wonders for this gun. Now I know this sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. You'll unlock this one in no time. And this next challenge is even a quicker completion. It's the level 65 Mind Games tier, which has you get 100 close range kills with the VDD 390mm rapid barrel, 8mm Clouser 50 round mags, and VDD 22G padded stock equipped. This is a very fast shooting, high recoil type build that is made for close quarters maps. I threw on Gung Ho since the proficiency wasn't locked in this one, and ran around like a madman once again on Ship House, damn near using this thing like an SMG. I mean, the thing is a borderline LMG in most cases, so using it this way was just so damn fun. I'm sure that would be a different story in core, however, so thankfully the challenges aren't tied to modes too. But I probably just gave them an idea. Forget I said that. And finally we have Death Artist at level 70, which actually has a typo for the mags where you see the progress for the Camo challenge. You'll need to get 100 long shots with the Nilsson 515mm burst barrel, 30-06 50 round drums, and the brace proficiency equipped. There isn't the 30-06 20 round drum for this weapon that challenge mentions. Some people didn't like the barrel for some reason, but I honestly thought it worked pretty well for this. The burst delay isn't great, but that accuracy seems to make up for it. I suppose if you're rushed by 3 enemies at once, you'll be dead to rights, but that really would have happened regardless, especially in hardcore. Anyways, this one will unfortunately take a while, so what I like to do is throw on blitz pacing domination in hardpoint, where bigger maps are much heavier in the rotation. The Miansk used to be my favorite for long shots, but Season 2 brought Gondola, which just puts it to shame. You can damn near clear 15% of your progress in one match. It's just absolutely nuts. So definitely stay and use that map if it comes up for you. When all complete, you'll have a gold edition of Season 2's assault rifle. I mostly enjoyed my time with the weapon, and I only really stalled trying to get the remaining long shots at level 70. The gun is most certainly a powerhouse in the right circumstances, and hopefully you enjoy the grind as much as I did. If you like the content, please remember to leave a like, as it does help for visibility, and I definitely appreciate it. And thanks again for sticking with me in this road to Atomic. Let me know how your road to Atomic is going in the comments below. Take care, and enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you on the next one. Peace.